line them up, knock them down.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Guideline Station. Infinite Guideline Station is a spacecraft. When it enters, you make tapped robots based on a number of multicolored permanents you control, and when it attacks, you draw based on a number of multicolored permanents you control. And because it takes 12 power in order to charge up this spacecraft, we're going to need to make a lot of robots in order to swing in. And in this deck, we have a lot of multicolored permanents. In fact, every card in this deck, except for a few, is going to help us either cast our commander or get something out of our commander. In this deck, we're also running a companion, Gigantha, which means that every card in our deck does not have repeat colored pips. We don't have anything that's double white or double blue or double green. Instead, we're leaning into lots of different colors and lots of different good cards. And this deck is kind of strange because, yeah, instead of running the best possible piece in a color at a mana cost, we're running the ones that are two different colors or more different colors and can sit in play. We have things that give us payoff for having more colored permanents. We have things that can find us more colored permanents. And of course, we've got lots of fun cards, well, fun for me, that have lots of colors on them. Though these might be tapped robots, we can still deal some damage when they enter play with War Leader's Call. And we will be taking out our opponents with some strange pieces of removal to try to build up our multicolored permanents while we wait to swing in with the station. So let's take this into the queue and start building up a crew. Bristly Bill Spine Sower will be sowing disaster by having landfall, getting +1/+1 counters. Ooh, Ozolith. I don't have anything on turn 1, so I'll just use this to grab a Triumph. I'm not waiting because I don't need to pretend I have some sort of fancy counter spell. I just want to, like, press buttons. And next turn I can play ramp, or I can play slightly more different ramp. Ooh, or slightly even more different ramp. Let's see, Bloom Tender, Wondertail. Either way I could. Thalian Gitrog. I'm gonna do a Wondertail Mentor. Hello, Billiam. Billiams and billions of counters. No, not you! Okay, I can bounce Pox so they don't play it for another turn. Be gone, beast! Or I could bounce that so they have less mana. Either way, they have too much mana. No doubling lands though. Yeah, that's an amazing curve. Ooh, nice nice hardened scales. I could technically go for Guideline Station next turn, but I don't think I should. I think it's better for me to like Thalia and Bloom Tender. Or if I had a land, I could do all three, but I don't. So I think instead it should be Lotho, Gitrog. They'll be able to store up their counters. No, don't tell them to cast an Ashaya. Ashaya Apocalypse are evil. Yes, tapped creatures. They'll be able to move counters onto things, though. And there will be more counters each time they do it. As this dies, they get more ooze. Oh, a treasure for me? Thank you. That's so cash money. Okay, do I want more robots or do I want to set up for more mana? More robots! Oh wait, I can do both. Thanks, Lotho. Yeah! I'm doing it. I guess I'll station with the things I don't really plan on blocking with. Yeah, just the bloom tender. I can draw a ton of cards next turn, and I'll have a ton of mana, too, since this taps for 5. Ooh, Innkeeper's Talent. They can also double their counters, since, you know, Bill. This is the only thing with Trample, but First Strike Death Touch sure is a combination of things. It's ridiculous. Does Pocket Tie still make an infinite loop? Sure does. They have not eroded Pock. They have not changed him in any way. Who gets a counter? You do, you do. Okay. More ochre jellies? No. Not more ochre jellies? I don't have enough to swing for lethal. They do have reach death touch here. Which means my Guideline Station, if it swings in, will draw cards and then explode in a beautiful blaze of glory. Which, like, I'm kind of into, actually. Like, let's do that. Mm-hmm. I only need to draw once. Stationing is so slow. Okay, go, get him. Draw 6. Okay, rad. Care to put any counters on it? No, probably just doubling on Bill. Yeah, moves my commander to the command zone. What did I get here? Tap you for 5. Back alley gardener. Into Yolos. I want to grab that world tree so I don't have to use the fetchies. Search for a land. It's there. Followed by Pock. Or sorry, not Pock. Rusco. They're both menaces. Psychic Frog. Wait, I can play this first. Yeah, Psychic Frog. Shout out to the Death Touchers. Yeah, the jelly clones will be, like, just as big. Because they move the counters from the Ozolith back onto them, and they also get increased from the scales. But still, like, it's a free block for me, so I'm going to take it. Yeah, double the counters! Twice the lands. Each landfall is now 4 +1/+1 counters. It's +1 and then double. It's fine. I still have Thalia the Gitrog monster. I think we just go for the Golos first. Yeah, it's... Ooh, Sphere! I'm taking out Ozolith! The thing doesn't happen anymore. Okay. More multicolored crap. More robots. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a big blocker now. I'll spend that mana putting Giganta into hand. Okay, cool. And I think next turn I just have a lethal swing, which, awesome. Great. Rad. Cool. A Promising Vein. It enters tapped, thanks to Thalion the Gitrog monster. They only have one thing with Trample. And yes, they could double it and then double it again. This game has been single-handedly held in place by this. We also have Glissa in this deck, but there's a reason why they're in there. Like, as multicolored permanents, they do what they need to do. They stop certain things from hitting you. All right. Just double checking. Yep, looks good to me. Hey, everyone! Get in here! I'll eat Windswept Heath. Yum, yum, yum. And I guess technically I could also, like, discard my hand for more frog damage. It's lethal. There's enough attackers that are just little 2/2s. I can make this one into a 2/2. You want to see me do it? I can make this one into like a 10/10. If you want to, like, I don't know. See how big you can make your creatures by doubling, which will actually double, and then doubling again. Can you do it, actually? I want to see your, like, 400 power jelly. Yeah, it's not even Mathers or Buggers. Because, like, I know I got over 24 attackers. 25 attackers. Do it. Yes. Big number. More. Yeah, them some good numbers. We love numbers. GG, Bill. Olivia, Opulent Outlaw. And this hand has the ley line of the Guild Pact in it, so I am going to keep it. Olivia is an Outlaws commander. The more you have, the more you can do, making treasures and growing your creatures. I've got, these various shock lands here that I'm going to bring in tapped. And Marsh Flats is just going to tap for mana of any color because of Leyline of the Guild Pact. Nice Mesa. And an Esper Sentinel. Well, I guess that will be taxing some of my spells here. I will not pay the one, but I am going to get rid of this Esper Sentinel before anything else can happen. Be gone! And hopefully this never actually gets enough blood counters on it. I don't want blood counters on it. I want it to stick around and be a permanent. I've got Wandertail, Mentor, or I could go for Nadu. I would rather ramp on this turn and not have to pay 2 life. Unfortunately, it does enter tapped. But, like, Authority of the Consuls, I'm gonna break your heart here. My stupid little robots already enter tapped. I can make your stuff enter tap too. Thalion the Gitrog, you want to, I don't know, eye for an eye? Hey, wait a minute. None of these are outlaws. Well then, I'm going to play Guideline Station. This will get me 4 funky little robots, all of which are also all colors. So if I can kill this, then I'd be able to play it again and make twice as many robots. Yeah, my tapped robots come in tapped. Oh no! Anyway. Hi, Halia. They gain 1 life from her entering, a 2nd from the rat, and, oh, 2 more from Virtue of Persistence. No, not more blood! He is the giant rat that makes all the rules. A very rule-abiding rat. Bye, Halia. Only got 4 mana. I could Aegis this Lord Skitter. I could play Thalion the Gitrog. I could go for like a ramp, but I'm just going to go for the thing that uses up the most of my mana. And I will tap 2 of these to station, leaving up enough to double block Lord Skitter, kind of discouraging them from swinging in. Curse of Silence. Who are you cursing? You wouldn't curse Infinite Guideline Station, would you? Maybe they'll curse Gigantha. No, they cursed my silly spaceship. Oh. 5 or more bloodstain and that cracks open. I guess it's fine at this point. Oh, nice. Another land. That's good. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play Nadu. And I really don't need to draw that many more cards, because these are all getting me card draw. Okay, awesome. And I'll go for Follower over Transformer. I have to discard 2. I will discard Ruby and Schwamp. I'm very tapped, but I've gained some life. Oh, they've gained more life. I've chilled and hung out. Actually, have I gained any life? Or they've just not been hitting me? Okay, so they're getting rid of the Guideline Infinite Station. It's exiled. It does cost 2 more, so it actually costs 4 more. And even though it would make me so many more robots, it's very unlikely I'll be able to cast it again anytime soon. Yes, you can use Glissa to remove counters from this. At that point, it's not worth it. I have plenty of multicolored things. Let's ramp. Or do I want to exile that so I can do more stuff faster? Yeah, I'm just gonna scooch that thing out of the way. Please stop taxing my commander. Thank you. And I'll just attack with everything. And that's gonna go away and bring back a creature. Cures Follower, Wondertail Mentor, Ruby. Let's go with they're all approximately the same here. Wondertail Mentor. Then I have to discard. I have too many. The Shockland. I want to do double robots. Yeah, my opponent does not seem to have many outlaws in their outlaw deck. That's an outlaw. I have a feeling that they're running Olivia predominantly for her color identity. There's not that many Mardu commanders. We did get some more recently in Tarkir Dragonstorm. Let's bounce the Authority. Is it a Mardu Legends deck? Excluding these 2, it feels like it, yeah. Nice. And I'll swing in with Nadu. And I have so many little robots. I also have a kitty cat in the room. Hi, Scraps. Scraps, do you want to be a part of the video? Yes, meow to you too. If I get out of my chair, I think my cat will sit up and be in here. Who are you giving Death Touch? A singular rat? Okay, I'll block some rats. Okay, Scraps. In the chair. She's the streamer now. Why do the tokens have to be tapped? So you can't station right away. I don't know. I was comparing like how quick the deck speeds were for this deck and General Rokaric, or whatever his name is, Ferris Rokaric. He's another like multicolored cards matter, but he's only in Boros. Aw, man. All my fixin's gone. All my cool stuff is gone. Oh, that's all right. Into play, into the graveyard. Nice. Oh, Scraps, you're so good. Hi, Halia. Gaining 1 life. Fabro Elder does tap 4/5, so I was hoping we'd get it, and nope, she's exiled. Yeah, you could call this video the Infinite Guideline Station Guide. How to guide your Guideline Station to victory. Infinitely. Or don't. It's not that good. It's fine. Okay, Wandertail Mentor. Mm-hmm. Please, I can't see past my cat. Hi, Glissa. Oh, haste, but it can't attack. What a great combination. I'll exile Halia. And sure, I'll do more ramping. Glissa can slam that thing out of the way. And here's Sephiroth with nothing to sacrifice. While I'm brushing that cat. Ooh! What if there was no Sephiroth? Bigger. More. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We play Gigantha. It's tapped, but whatever. Oh, right. I guess I should have done that first. I forgot she could destroy it. Sorry, I missed out on a little station power. They've already done, what's it called? They've already done a farewell. Yeah, Scraps, I know you need brushies right on your chin. Gotta get groomed forever. Little grooming cat. She's such a good cat when she wants to be. I think she knows when I'm like recording for YouTube and is like, I gotta show up for at least a minute. Because I am the cutest cat and I deserve to be a part of the video. She says, "Wah." Are we doomed? Pretty sure we're doomed? You might be. Hey! There we go. I'm ready to brawl. I couldn't get to good game in time. GG, Olivia. Extus Auric Overlord. Will be sacrificing creatures to make me sacrifice, to deal damage to me, and awaken the Blood Avatar. Who's like their real commander? It's never actually Extus. Except for the one time it was Extus, but like, we don't talk about that here. I'm going to Stomping Ground into Delighted Halfling. Next turn, I could either play Ruby or I could Farseek. Or if I get an untapped mana source, I could possibly Cabaretti Rebels if it happens to be red or green. Which, oh, what a card, right? I will go for just land-based ramp since I didn't draw another land. And I will grab Rafine's Tower. That gives me access to some white, blue, and black. This has red, blue, black. There's our red and green. I need another source to get to 5, but that's still good. Next turn, possibly Revels into Ruby. We're just binding. Monkey! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I did not. I didn't check my mana first. Yeah, there wasn't a way for me to play it. I didn't have enough red and green. That's okay. And the Hobbit can trade into Ragavan. I am not that worried about being made to, like, sacrifice a creature or counter spells. They're, like, they could have Tithe. That's fine. Ooh, Ham Devil! May you, Ham? Of course you may. Trade with the monkey. I think I'll actually go for blasting this Mayhem Devil since they can sacrifice things so efficiently. And again, if I play a creature, I will get 2 creatures, but I'll have to sacrifice one. Whoosh, what a good girl. Hi, Extus. Hey, wait a minute. They cast Extus. You're not supposed to do that. Get that out of here. You know, were you gonna bring your sacrificed creatures back? No, you're not. I wonder if they did that because I was not casting creatures. Welcome back, Extus. Long time no see. I guess I'll get silly with it. Put Extus back in hand. I could have put Binding back in my hand, too. That would be cute. I'll go for Ruby. Getting a thing. Tival getting a thing. Those are all my little 1-drop mana dorks. Perfect. And they concede, because Cabaretti Revels just fills up the board. It's Vivi. He's going to be making lots of mana, dealing damage, getting huge, and generally just being a menace. I don't mind this opening hand, though. I can bring out a Deathrite Shaman. I'll use this to grab, I don't know, like, Golgari land, probably. Yeah, Golgari for Golgari. Perfect. We'll get a Undergrown Tomb. There it is. Or Overgrown Tomb. Nice. Next turn, I can Strix. Or possibly Awaken the Honored Dead if they play something worth removing, like Vivi. They would have to play like a Mox or something for that, though. Oh, are they doing it? Are they bringing out their commander? Are they going to get rid of my Deathrite Shaman? Please, it's the only 1 mana, 2-colored mana dork I have. Okay, Vivi has landed. So, Polluted Delta. Crack it open. I don't care which one I'm getting. I just need something. Exiling land from my graveyard. That one. Getting the last color here. And waking up Vivi. They're probably like, you're a weird multicolored deck. What are you going to have for removal? This is probably not going to still be in play by the time I play my commander. But it's still pretty sweet. It will also fill up my graveyard a bit more for the Deathrite Shaman. Oh, no, they stole it! Because this third part targets, I just shouldn't do it. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, at least I can destroy it. Go, Glissa! Yeah, Deathrite Shaman's going to act as a mana rock for them. Glissa is unable to scream. Ah. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that mana? Coruscation Mage. Why didn't you offspring it? I mean, I could use an auto. I don't know about y'all, I could use an auto. It's not what I'm planning on playing this turn, though. This turn is a Shattered Sanctum into Buried in the Garden. Throw it on Rockball Veil. Remove the Unable to Scream. I am once again screaming! The screaming has ceased. I mean, I'll start screaming again. Just give me a minute. They have 2 cards in hand, which is nice. Molten Impact was one of them. That'll deal 1 damage when they cast another instant or sorcery. I do have like a 1/1 here. I'll just not play it. And I do have enough mana to play 2 different spells here. I'm feeling like Nadu into the Creeper. Could also do Rusko into Creeper. Infinite Vivi. Vivi everywhere. I feel like Nadu is just it's good stuff. That's why it's here. That's why I put it in the deck. It's got 2 colors. Discourages my opponent touching my things. Creeper. It resolves. I think it's just the Deathrite Shaman too, just like chilling, hanging, thinking about exiling things from my graveyard. They can only exile things to make mana though, unless they get another mana source. What are you doing with that? Ancestral Anger, that gets to deal 1 damage. You may as well do it to your own. Oh, it's not a May ability. Yes! Touch my creatures, Vivi. This is why I played Nadu. Genius, Amy, genius. Got Knight of Autumn. Oh, I could blast a thing. I could play Infinite Guideline Station. It would get me 4 robots. I'm down. And after I can play this. It's monocolored, so it doesn't matter when I play it. Yeah, okay. I don't want to have to think. If they take like a bajillion extra turns and do the thing with Vivi, they do the thing with Vivi. Oh, great. But they got a Curiosity. Okay, maybe I should have left back Nadu. Thinking? Ugh, right? It is too hot in my apartment for that. Like 84 in here. X equals 0 on Crackle with power. Just to get the ping in the card draw. Okay. They're turning my Hobbit into a frog. I got Blood Splatter Analysis. Vivi is too big to die to that. And get rid of the Curiosity at least. And now the One Ring. Care to draw a card? Nope, just getting some protections. Okay. I will use Knight of Autumn. I'd still be able to draw off Guideline Station. I want to get rid of the Curiosity. I technically should have done this in the other order. Doesn't really matter. No, none of these are non-creature. Never mind. Cool. Doing a thing. Doing the thing. Little more. Just leaving up some chump blockies. Doesn't matter not dealing damage. Still want to draw cards. And do it. Draw 7. It takes a lot to enable, but it's a lot of value. Yeah! Make that unsatisfying sound. Okay, they're drawing off the one ring. I have to discard 2. I'll drop Spar's Headquarters and... Wooded Foothills. I have many lands in this deck. Because I have many difficult to cast spells. Yeah, next turn, hopefully I can Blood Splatter into Invasion of Asgol. They have a lot of mana. Because that can make mana. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then however much Vivi ends up making. Can you not take extra turns, actually? Take a permanent. Surprised I didn't take Guideline Station. To, you know, like, kill me on the extra turn. I'll probably have lethal anyway. No, you don't get to say that, Vivi. You don't get to play Expropriate and say good game. Now kill me! It's your go, dog. You should kill me. Yes, very interesting. You know what you could have done instead? Press spacebar twice. Arius Flyby Trawler attacks in, gets a non-shark into hand that has to be cast during that turn, or it gets discarded. Which is fine, because whenever they discard a card, Arius grows. I've got turn 1 Verdant Catacombs, Finding Me Fancy Lands. Turn 2, I can Arcane Signet. Or if I do get another nice piece of blue or black, I could play one of those. Oh, wait, no. They all tap for all colors. Right. I forgot. Leyline gives me the fixin' that I crave. Yeah, so I can play Psychic Frog on turn 2. Also, this I am actually still going to crack open, even though it taps for mana of any color, because I want to thin my deck of lands that enter tapped. So let me go ahead and... Jetmir's Garden. Perfect. Behold, a frog. Frog is all colors. Frog is all. We are all frog in this world. We have always been frogs. We are sure waiting here. Here you go, Arius. probably end up Signet into Farseek. Let me just start with this. I mean, going into Root Coil Creeper's fine. It's just I know they have bolts and bolt-like things here. And I do not mind discarding cards. You like to discard, I like to discard. Discard that card or the other card. Okay. Root Coil Creeper. Hey, it's my, like, colorless good card here. Golos is in this deck in part because it can grab World Tree, and also, I'm a 5-color good stuff deck with color identities. Look, it gets colors because of Leyline. It's not colorless. It's all colors. Right now, if I play Guideline Station, it would be 5 different permanents. 5 robots sounds pretty good right now. You could steal from me. You might steal a funky land. What'd they get there? A Sweltering Suns. Okay. Guide me to victory, Guideline Station. This could get countered for as low as 1 mana. It resolves! Robots achieved! And I'm swinging in again. They're channeling Sokenzon. Arius grows. Just gonna chump like yeah. They know that if they like double block, I'll just discard. Prevent me from drawing a card. Hi, Arius. Ooh, Lurker in the Deep. Impending. They will draw 2. Sorry, they will not draw 2. They will seek 1 and then make a copy of the card as a manifested card. It's weird. It's anytime they seek anything that will happen. Oh, this also seeks. Right. It doesn't draw. Nice. So that's a Swift Spear's teachings. At least I know that much. Yeah, I'll probably station and swing this turn. Oh, World Tree. There you are. I mean, I know I have this, but still. I'll go ahead and do 1, 2. This is very slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, 12, 13. Go to combat, swinging with the Guideline Station and the Psychic Frog. I will have plenty of things to discard. Like, I have to discard to 7 at end of turn anyway. Ooh, I can fill up the graveyard from my friend Uro here. Okay, I am still discarding here, because I'm going to have to anyway. These tapped lands. Discard a Wandertail Mentor. I'll discard... I feel like Invasion of Asgul's not going to do that much for me here. I don't need all these lands. I don't need all those lands. Reflector Mage could be cute. There we go. And I'm just going to leave myself fully tapped out because it means I don't have to make decisions. And I'm just, like, really into not having to think. Could I have discarded the cards and given it flying and then swung for lethal? Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Yes, I could have done that. I forgot to put a priority stop, which is, I think, what I would have had to do there. Yeah, I don't want to think. I want a station. I'm very crude. They have 4 mana. This can find lands. As long as it's not a shark, it can find it. Yeah, thinking's for frogs? Wait. Well, it's a psychic frog. I feel like a psychic frog wouldn't have the ability to comprehend that much abilities. Like, it can read your mind. It doesn't actually know what the thoughts mean, though. And we drew so many cards because all the robots were multicolored. For anybody who's like, what? Why? It's because of this. Thanks, Leyline of the Guild Pact. All-star in your opening hand. I've seen some people shy away from it because they're building this deck kind of like Niv Mizzet, who cares about specifically 2-color cards. I cut the 2-color card synergy stuff. There's none of that in this deck. It is only Guideline Station. More colors, more better. And we win! Nice. That's good. GG. It's Vivi. Sure see a lot of these. Yeah, you know what Vivi does. I don't have to tell you. Sweet little construct that I want to pummel into the dirt. Congratulations on your Thundering Falls. Spikefield Cave tapped. And a Psychic Frog. Very shockable. Very boltable, but can be grown by discarding things. Is this deck 5-color good stuff? Yes, but specifically multicolored permanents. Which is kind of like a weird version of 5-color good stuff. It is very much focusing on trying to do what the commander is. Alright, now I'm going to bounce that VV. They can play it in 2 turns, but at least that buys me a turn of, like, I don't know, frogging and pogging. It is a variant of 5-color good stuff, but it is not running the best stuff. Like, you would not run Oath of Kaya, Back Alley Gardener in most decks. Oh, Chaos? Chaos. Thank you for ramping me. That was really cool of you. Chat, who likes Chaos? And or Warping? I don't have any 2-cost things I could play. I am still considering Burying in the Garden, hitting the Arcane Signet. Just to make it a little harder for them to do stuff. Nah. Play these guys. Oh, somebody is asking... Did Aaron and I know that Brian was going to propose during the Commander at Home live game? No, we didn't. We knew that we were supposed to get off the stage right at the end of the game, but that was it. Also, the Commander at Home Live from Magic on Vegas is now up on YouTube. You could watch me be obnoxious and watch my deck actually not go very hard. I probably should have taken a different opening hand, but like, every day we're shuffling. VV be gone! Remove this beast! I could eat a land. I'll eat that one. This would be 5 if I play it next turn. That's pretty nice. They're killing Thalion the Gitrog monster. Also drawing a card. Also reducing the number of funky little things I got. Play Lotho. Gets me land. Forest works. And the Guideline Station. 5 wee little robots. Boop. I'm wide. Do you have a board wipe, board bounce? Oh, they're digging. Yay, another treasure! Somebody was asking before what the best multicolored treasure generators are. Lotho and Prosper for this deck. And we win! Hurrah for removing VV repeatedly. It's a strategy. Hearthal, the World Seed, is going to be sacrificing lands and draining my life as they do. It's a Jund Lands commander. I'm gonna just crack open the Scalding Tarn and find some sort of a Triome with green. How about eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Perfect. Fanatic of Ronus gets loads of mana. This time I'm feeling Golgari. Nice. I have funny ramp. You like Hearthal? Hi, Hearthal. I made a Hearthal deck. It was really fun. They have 4 mana. Oh, but they're missing black. Okay, Mightborn Harmonizer is a landfall, double a power. Not so good against these Death Touchers. I'll bring in the breeding pool. No, I'm gonna bring in... No, breeding pool, yep. Tapped. Blood Crypt into the graveyard and hold that for next turn. I'm ready for fetch lands. Help. Hi, Hearthal. They could station. It does have haste. Heck yeah! Come at me, bro! Trade into my bird, my snake. This one's a bird, this one's a snake. I was hoping I'd get to use the mana ability on this, but sometimes you just gotta throw a snake at a spaceship. If you protect it, I'll Knight of Autumn it next turn. Yeah, this is the deck that I feel is the most like Lord Windgrace. They draw some cards. They will be able to play additional lands. And we trade! Could I run Death Begets Life as a board wipe? I think I could while still having Jagantha. I just don't think I'd want to run that one. Ooh, do I want to bring to light anything? Or do I want to protect myself against the scary Harmonizer stuff? Nah, bring it. 5 colors? I got some hostages I could take. I got some Golos, which could get me all my colors. But I know what I'm about. It's crime. Come here, Might Form Harmonizer. You work for me now. Make it harder for them to cast this. They're Junno, so like they can kill this and bring it back. At least it wouldn't be able to attack this turn. Song of Seasons is going to get them some good mana. I have that too. It's not a might form, it's a my form. Yeah, great. It will be mine. If only they had something multicolored for me to steal. We have more chances to do Grime. Oh, okay. Might form is free. This now taps for 4 again. Oh, I've never actually gotten a cast Invasion of Alara in this deck. Boy. Oh, wait. Maybe I should be Reflector Maging something. But I want whatever this gets. Thank goodness they still can't attack this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4 lands in the graveyard. Freaking yikes. Okay. What do we got? I just gotta believe. Okay. Not like the best things to believe in. I gotta think Strink Analyst. And another 1/1 with Death Touch. I'm very aware of how terrifying this turn is about to be, though. They have Hearthole mana. They have, like, 5 incoming landfalls, maybe more. Fanatic of Ronus is just ready to rumble. I could block one thing. But I feel like they could make 2 of their creatures lethal. Both Tireless Provisioner and the Mightform Harmonizer. Am I gonna be okay? I don't think so. I think that, yeah, Ryota says they're gonna punch me into the moon. I think I'm gonna get punched into the moon. I wonder if they're just gonna kill me with Hearthole. Yep, there's a fetch land. They can bring back all those lands from the graveyard. At least I got to cast Invasion of Ilaria. I haven't gotten to do that yet in this deck. Good game. Oh, yeah, we're dead. I'll make it so they don't have to resolve it. By the way, they could, like, sacrifice everything and not search for anything and they'd still win. GG. Ezram, Agency Chief, sacrifices artifacts to gain abilities. This is a slow hand, so I am going to throw it back to try to find some 2-drops, though I like having my removal and my other generic good stuff. Good stuff of colors. Yeah, I didn't find any ramp here. Darn. I'll play the Dreamroot Cascade into Blood Crypt so I can get Baleful Strix out next turn, or possibly Invasion of Asgol. Ooh, or there's a Hobbit! You gonna mana drain me? Counterspell? Okay. Yeah, it's also an Azorius commander. It does have the sacrifice artifacts to give Vigilance, Lifelink, or Hexproof. It makes clues, but really it's an Azorius control deck. There's nothing that big I can establish here, like get under this mana drain. That would have been a great card to get down, but it didn't have it. But don't worry, guys, I can deal 1 damage at a time. Nice detective you got there. Keeley Archive, they are actually tapping out here. I could destroy Keeley Archive with Binding the Old Gods, or I could try to land this Cabaretti Revels. I got 25 turn clock. That's all I need is 25 turns. Ready, girl, get him. They did drop the spell they got, Day of Judgment, which to me means I have another board wipe in hand. Strip mine? Huh. I think we're going to go with the secret technique of not actually casting a spell this turn. It's a good one. Siphoner lets them bring back any of these. I'm going to go ahead and guess solve the equation. Yep. Ezram, Agency Chief. They investigate. They attack. And I'll try to, I don't know, give my thing Death Touch that has Death Touch. Invasion of Asgol. Rid them of one of their creatures. Boop. Gonna tithe it? No? Okay, cool. One, two, three. Wait. How'd they have? Oh, because they also tapped that. I just saw like 2 floating colorless. And I was like, where did that come from? Wash away. Okay. Hey, Ancient Tomb. You tapped under double blue. Golos. I'll give you something to wash away. Or multiple somethings to wash away. Simulation Aegis. Okay. I'm gonna give it hexproof. Rocks. Sand. Okay, cool. Pass the turn. And I'm drawing a card. Block, trade. We know you're gonna wipe the board. You're, you know, you dropped a Day of Judgment. I know what that means. I've played against Azorius Control before. It means you have another Day of Judgment. I was gonna say, you have some other board wipe in hand. Now they're holding up that mana drain, so I'm gonna try to get down 2 spells next turn. thinning my deck, even though it makes me lose a life. Cabaret Revels. Does it resolve? It does? Oh, I didn't think I'd get that far. No, I don't want to turn that into anything. Because it would become nothing. Any gods for World Tree or just the color? It's just to help with fixing colors. I feel like they're very much like trying to save removal for my commander. And my commander's just out here like, hey, yeah, the deck's built around me. I'm not that good. Ooh, Excogitator Sphinx. Lets you get more spells off your clues. Come on, steal something awesome. A bauble. That would have been good with the Golos. Like, bad for them, good for me. Have I built a Gods deck? Sort of. Infinite Guideline Station. Counter it. Now, I could Bring to Light, which would get me another cast for this. Or I could cast Infinite Guideline Station again. That's what I'm going to do. Because they seem to really not want it to happen, which makes me really want it to happen. Do you want to strip mine that World Tree or what? Yeah! Boop. I've done it. Now enjoy your 5 additional mana. So they're going to be able to like fill their hand up with spells with this. They might have another just like board wipe immediately. If they have it, they'll probably use it since like... Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would use this ability and just sacrifice the clues to get spells. How do I not go crazy against Azorius Control? It's a game. It's an annoying game, but like... I get it. I play annoying decks sometimes too. This one is not that annoying. This deck is kind of goofy. Using up 1 white mana to get more instants and sorceries. All right, what do I steal? Oracle of the Alpha. That's kind of bad for me. But I still want to play it. It puts a bunch of colorless stuff in my deck. But it also puts an extra turn card in my deck, which, you know... It doesn't matter which colors I use since I'm grabbing a 2-cost thing. You can wait until I search and then hit the card I searched for. Ah, dang it. Okay, it gets countered. That's fine. Some of you. 2. 4. 6. 8. 10. 12. Get 'em! Let me draw cards. All of them. All of the cards. Yeah, make a clue. Get a clue. Nice. So this is... I was going to say, like, it's not lethal if they block. But in fact, they did not block. You want to pay 2 life? Of course you do. GG, Ezra. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars, and a special thank you to Legend VD for being the first person I know of who built Guideline Station so I could take his deck list and then tear it apart and put more alchemy cards into it. Shout out Legend VD, you can check out his YouTube channel, and also, I will say, I agree with him. This card is not that good. It is very strange because it's like, it's slow, it has a very narrow build around, and yes, it can draw you a ton of cards if you're willing to commit absolutely everything into doing it. This card is real goofy, and I feel like there is another version of this deck you could build that's not running Giganta as companion, that's actually running a ton of board wipes and planeswalkers. So you are just using those as your permanents, and yeah, you're just keeping your opponent off the board as a way to win. Because I'm running Giganta, I don't really have board wipes in this deck since it's pretty tricky to run the ones without like double white or double black. There are some other ones, they're just not as good. And I think this deck turned out pretty well. I think it's like, it's fun when it works, it does do the thing, and you also get to like experience the good stuff of 5 colors. I love getting to see like Glissa do random things, Urtai do random things. And most of this deck is still the same as Legend VD's. I took out a lot of artifact synergy. I took out some of the multicolored permanents that don't ramp, and I added in more colorless permanents that do ramp or help fix, because casting a 5-color card is hard. And casting a 5-color card while casting other things is even harder. There's also one thing that I think you absolutely should include in this deck, and it's Leyline of the Guild Pact. You don't need those Niv Mizzets. It's better to have robots that are all the colors, so you can draw even more cards and, I don't know, discard them to Psychic Frog. There's lots of things that you can do with it. But the deck is fun just because it's running weird and unusual cards. It feels kind of like playing a cube, only you've got this thing. I love this thing. If you're looking for the deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you'd like to suggest a commander from any of the recent sets, please let me know in the comments. I have done, I think, half of the ones that are available, and probably more than half of the ones worth brewing from Edge of Eternities, but there's still a couple left, so if there's one you really want to see from this set, please do let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.